That's so crazy. I just created a blog or using ChatGPT or Claude, and it sounds great. And I mean, this is going to cost me way less than a content creator. It's definitely going to cost me way less on buying somebody's software to help me improve my processes and create my content. This is way better than using any humans or having any input from a team. I can do this myself. Yeah, I can create content. Come on, guys. I can create the content myself today. I look at this, tick, just like ABC123, and I've uploaded the content. It's gone, it's live, it's published, and I'm sure it's going to rank. Hi, guys. My name is Jason, and I do SEO. I've been doing SEO for 10 years. I've seen a lot of changes in the algorithms, and I've also seen a lot of change in technologies. And one of the biggest technologies we're seeing today is artificial intelligence and obviously machine learning for creating content. Now, the hook to this is that AI and machine learning make content creation look very cheap, but often what is cheap isn't good. Again, disclaimer, I'm not saying I'm against AI for creating content for SEO. I'm just saying we have to be very, very careful with how we integrate AI into content, and specifically into content that is directed towards your SEO strategies. Why do businesses care about SEO? Organic visibility is a really important touch point for customer acquisition. As you know, attention is the new gold. When I mean attention, I mean driving website visitors to your website and getting to know your brand. Once they know you, then you can set yourself up with an opportunity, and an opportunity can equals revenue. So why is the piece of content I just created on ChatGPT not ready or not fit for the search engines? Well, let me explain something to you. AI is very, very good at speeding up processes, but it's not always good at driving utility. And one of the things that Google absolutely loves is content creators that create high value content that has utility. Why? Because they want to keep search engines filled with users who are making queries that enjoy the experience they get when they click on the search result. And due to this, what happens when you create content that is put together loosely and that we've kind of cut corners, what generally happens is the result is really, really poor. So when something is cheap and easy, it often is very bad quality. And what I found through the last 10 years of doing SEO is that content creation is often you might say it's like the last step in the SEO strategy. Like we'll do everything, we'll optimize the website, and then we'll get to content. Content is the reason your website will rank. If you don't have content, you are most likely not going to rank. So if you are experiencing a bottleneck with creating content, rushing to AI and ChatGPT just to spit out a bunch of badly created articles isn't going to do you any favors in the long run. So as you saw today, creating content that has low utility through AI is probably going to do more harm than good. I would steer clear of it, or if you are going to use AI in your SEO, be very aware and sensitive of what you can do versus what you should probably be avoiding. And most importantly, track your progress and look at what works versus what doesn't. If you're interested in finding out more about how you can integrate AI safely into your SEO and into your content, check out the links in the description below. I'd love you to join our community. I'd love you to hear a little bit more about what we're doing. And also you can sign up to any of our free workshops or webinars, which I'll also drop in the description below. When you are creating content using AI, a couple of things happen. First is you regurgitate something that someone has already created. Now, it is likely that if you're using advanced prompts, you're probably going to get more research driven and more valuable content. But often the voice, the tone, the nature of the content, it feels regurgitated and it tastes like vanilla. And because it tastes like vanilla is what turns users away, but it also is what turns search engines away. So this is one of the first things: is bad user experience creates a disconnection with the search engine and with the user, and that isn't good for your website. The second reason is AI created content often creates watermarks, and watermarks can create issues in your rankings, and it can drive your website down in the search results over against other pieces of content that aren't watermarked. And what you want to do is build up trust and authority with the search engines and with the users, and nothing less. And reason number 3 is that Google loves content creators that bring something to the table that hasn't already been said. You're probably going to say everything's been said in my industry. I can guarantee you there isn't. I can guarantee you there is a segment, or there is a vertical, or there is a content cluster nobody is talking about. So spend more time on the problem, on what content you want to create, what voice do you want to have in the market, what narrative do you want to hold, and spend more time on researching the gaps versus chasing the content creation process, which is the last step. If you put the right ingredients in, you will create a rich piece of content, and you can use AI to speed up the processes. But make sure that you spend time researching what you want to create, who you want to create it for, and how does the content play a role in the customer journey? And most importantly, what value does that content have in the search engines and to your users? Thanks for staying with me through this video. If you're interested in learning more about AI for SEO, head over to our website and I will share with you a bunch of free webinars and workshops which you can sign up for and learn more about how to avoid disruption with AI and integrate it into your SEO so you can scale your organic visibility, get more traffic, and hopefully more revenue opportunities. I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.